There's something I've noticed about people, including myself. Some fears don't seem to come from experience. They appear instantly. No memory, no clear reason. You can grow up safe, never encounter danger, and still feel a deep reaction to something you've never faced. And what's strange is that these fears don't feel new. They feel familiar, almost older than this life. Why does that happen?
That question has existed for thousands of years. Long before science, people noticed the same thing, and they reached for explanations that felt intuitive: past lives, reincarnation, inherited souls. Physics does not confirm those explanations as literal truth, but it also does not dismiss the experience itself. The experience is real. What we question is the cause.
So when someone says, "I don't know why I'm afraid of this, it's just always been there," they're not imagining it?
No. They are experiencing a response without a story. In physics, we rarely begin with meaning. We begin with systems. A human being is not created from nothing. It is assembled. Genetic material, biological processes, environmental pressures. Every part of that system has history.
But fear isn't something physical, right? It's emotional.
Fear feels emotional, but it is built on physical processes. Before you feel fear, your nervous system reacts. Heart rate changes, hormones release, muscles prepare. This happens before thought, before explanation.
So fear happens faster than reasoning.
Much faster. Fear evolved to keep systems alive. It doesn't wait for logic. That's why it can feel disconnected from your personal story.
But where does that reaction come from if nothing ever happened to me?
That's where history enters the system. Not your conscious history, but biological history.
Are you saying my fears could come from someone else's experience?
Possibly. Modern biology has shown that experiences, especially intense ones, can influence how genes behave. This is called epigenetics. It does not change DNA itself. It changes how DNA is expressed, and those changes can persist.
Across generations?
Yes. Stress, famine, violence, survival pressure. These conditions can leave biological signals that affect how future nervous systems respond.
So I don't inherit memories, but I inherit reactions?
That's a good way to say it. Evolution doesn't pass down stories. It passes down solutions. If a response increased survival, it became more likely to appear again.
That sounds a lot like reincarnation, though.
It sounds similar because the experience feels similar, but the mechanism is different. Reincarnation suggests identity continues. Physics suggests patterns continue.
Why does the mind interpret it as identity?
Because the brain is a meaning-making system. When something feels familiar but lacks explanation, the mind fills the gap. It creates a narrative. Past life stories are one way to explain continuity when memory is missing.
So when someone says, "I feel like I've been here before," they might actually be sensing repetition, not memory?
Yes, continuity without memory, inheritance without identity.
That feels unsettling.
Accuracy often is.
Then what actually ends when a life ends?
Identity ends. Personal narrative ends. Ego ends. But influence does not necessarily disappear.
You keep using the word information. Why is that so important?
Because information is physical. This was one of the most uncomfortable discoveries in modern physics. Information has energy. Information has consequences. It cannot be destroyed, only transformed.
So information about behavior doesn't vanish?
It disperses. It embeds. It reshapes what comes next. That doesn't mean you return. It means effects persist.
That's less comforting than the idea of past lives.
Because it removes the comfort of personal continuation and replaces it with responsibility.
Responsibility for what?
For the patterns you reinforce. Systems that repeat behaviors make those behaviors easier to repeat again. Reality responds to reinforcement, not intention.
So what I do matters beyond me.
Yes, not because the universe is judging you, but because it remembers patterns.
Then maybe people aren't remembering past lives.
They're sensing continuity.
Continuity without a beginning.
Continuity without ownership.
That makes the universe feel colder, but also more serious.
Physics removes comfort and replaces it with consequence.
So the universe isn't guiding us.
But it is shaping what continues.
That changes how I think about fear.
It should. Fear is not a message from another life. It is a signal from history.
Then the question isn't, who was I before?
It's, what pattern am I continuing?
That's a heavier question.
But it's a more honest one.